Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and in this video we're going to break down the brand new Sidi Laguna Gore-Tex touring boot. This boot is completely restyled and it fits right into the heart of the Sidi lineup, and it is completely Gore-Tex. That's the big selling point here for $300. What does Gore-Tex mean? It's waterproof, it's breathable, it's guaranteed for the lifetime of the product. So if you ever get a leak within this product, if you ever start to feel water precipitation coming in from the outside, give us a shout, you give Sidi a shout, you give Gore-Tex a shout. Doesn't matter where you want to start, but we're going to repair or replace that product for free, for life, within reasonable wear and tear. So basically, along the lines of Gore-Tex, when I say it's waterproof, that's easy to understand. The breathable piece is something that people aren't quite sure exactly what that means sometimes. When you're in active riding conditions, when you're riding in long distances, when you're riding in four-season conditions that can go from hot to cool to muggy to clammy, what's going to happen is your foot's going to be active, your foot's going to sweat. Everybody's foot sweats a little bit differently. With a boot like this, it's going to allow your foot to sweat, but it's going to allow your foot to breathe. With a less breathable membrane or with a waterproof boot that does not have any breathability to it at all, what you're going to have is all of that moisture that comes off of your foot stay within the boot. Eventually it turns cold, eventually it turns clammy. What you end up with is a very uncomfortable boot. With the Gore-Tex membrane, not only is it waterproof from the outside in, but it has 9 billion pores per square inch, and what that means is that it allows that precipitation, or it allows that sweat rather, to evaporate off your foot, out through the boot, through the membrane, and over time your body stays acclimated and cool or warm, but not clammy. Moving on into some of the protective features of this boot. Now, if you notice the height of it, it's a little shorter than the Gore-Tex, the on-road Gore-Tex from Sidi at 325, and it's a slightly different style than the Canyon, which is going to be around $300 too. That's also Gore-Tex. This guy's really the sleek. I love this boot from a long-distance touring or commuting standpoint. It's muted, but it has a nice Italian style to it. It's going to be top-grain leather on the exterior with a mix of Cordura. The Cordura is there for a little bit of flexibility, but also durability and abrasion resistance. From a protection standpoint, you have a heel reinforcement, you have toe reinforcement, you have a shift panel here on the toe. If you come in, you can see that really clearly here. You also have lateral support around the ankle cockpit, and you're also, if I turn this guy to the front here, you're going to notice we have a double reinforced, nylon reinforced shin plate. A lot of guys know in the touring community, very common injury in any kind of mishap is going to be a broken tibia. That your foot slips off the foot peg, you then invariably slip and slam right into that foot peg and shatter the front of your leg. This, anytime I always recommend touring boots for longer distances, you want to have protection, you want it to go up the front of your leg. As we spin this guy on the inside here, I'm going to open it up and show you it's a full-length zipper. I'm going to zip it all the way down. But the big key feature here is when we talk about Gore-Tex and we talk about waterproofing, zippers are always a weak point for any waterproof garment, whether it's a jacket, gloves, or pants, or a boot. So having this zipper and having this Gaiter that's Gore-Tex backed, that goes all the way down, allows this panel to breathe, but makes sure that any water that gets in here can come down, exit through the bottom, but alleviates that weak point with the zipper. So it's a zipper that goes up, actually, and I lied, I said it was full length. It actually goes up 2/3, and you have a double cuff closure. Flipping it to the bottom, you have the Sidi touring sole. I'm going to flip it this way right now. It is a non-stick, or a non-slip sole rather, and I would say, based on feeling this, based on sticking my foot in and walking around a little bit, it's going to be meaty in the back, it's going to be reasonably stiff, but the front has enough flex that you'll be comfortable. If you're a commuter and you're going to be on or off the bike, walking from the bike in through the parking lot into work, it's not going to be so uncomfortable like an off-road boot or like some of the beefier touring boots that are meant for more dual sporting. This guy's going to fit in, and you'll be comfortable spending a couple hours off the bike in this guy. Other things I didn't talk about are going to be the foot peg. I consider Sidi medium. It is a European boot, but we find that most people with reasonably wide feet fit into them just fine. There are some boots from Sidi that have Mega attached to the name. The Mega versions are always the double E width, and then you also are going to have removable arch support on this guy as well. Last thing to note here is all double stitching for reinforcement. That's something Sidi's been doing for a while, but basically gives you longevity and durability with this boot. And on the back, the last little piece here is going to be some reflective piping just to add in the protection and visibility factor. Again, this is the new Sidi Gore-Tex Laguna boot, available at RevZilla.com/Sidi-boots. If you have any questions about it, shoot us a line, cs@RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. It's $300. It's going to ship for free. If you get the wrong size, send it back to us. We'll send you a replacement pair at no charge. We do a first free exchange. And as always, at $300, you can earn TeamZilla cash. You'll earn 15 bucks back on this boot. It's our loyalty program. It carries over to your next order. It's our easy way to allow you to save when you're buying more than one piece. And if you're buying a boot like this, chances are you're gearing yourself with some other stuff, and we're going to save you money in the long run. Thanks for watching RevZilla TV today. I'm Anthony. This is the Sidi Laguna Gore-Tex boot.